Hi, boys and girls and parents. This is a video to let you know how to get onto your math curriculum. And so when you open up your Chromebook and you open a window, and sometimes it will open automatically, you are going to log in as you. Then it should open to our Sterling School site, your home page. You can also always get to that by clicking the house button, as long as you don't change your home page. So now we are going to go to the portal. Along here, you have helpful links. This one takes you to the portal. Think of the portal like a window on a boat. Port means door, and so you're going to click on that to get to a lot of places that are very helpful. When you click on the portal, you're going to see some options here. You're going to go to backpack, okay? We sometimes call this student backpack or the student portal. When you go to backpack, it's going to ask you to sign in. So you'll simply use your same username and password here. I'm using a student sample so that you can see what you will do. Use your username without the @Greenville Schools, and then put in your birthday, unless you have changed your password, and click sign in. Once you click sign in, you'll come here to your backpack dashboard. Now, this is very helpful. It's something that you will use all throughout your school career in Greenville County, unless this changes. My daughters often go here to see their class list. They can see their grades. Over here on the side, you can see your different programs you can go to. You can see your class schedule. As I mentioned, you can see your grades here once they're entered into PowerSchool. You can see here test scores, your attendance. You can even see your lunch bank account, and that can be helpful for mom and dad to know when they need to send you some more lunch money. But we are going to look at educational apps. So I'm going to go back to the home page or the dashboard, and here you can see an option. Oops, let me pop this back out for educational apps. It's the Apple, okay? Apple for apps. Under educational apps, you'll be able to access a lot of things that you've already seen in the Waffle or the apps on Google. You've got your Drive and you've got your Classroom and your email. But today we're going to be focusing on this one right here, BigIdeas Math. This will also be the way you go into Discovery Ed when I give you assignments there. Master Connect to take tests, and then Dreambox once that is corrected. Right now we still have the class list that was done for this year before the virtual students were reshuffled. So please click on BigIdeas Math, and you should be already in the system. If this pulls up and it doesn't say Greenville County School District, you'll need to click on Not Your District and type in Greenville County Schools or Greenville, and then you'll choose Login with Active Directory. Once you click Login with Active Directory, you'll see a screen that you may already be familiar with. Here again, you type in your username without the suffix, without the @greenvilleschools.us, and then underneath, again, you're putting in your password. It seems like a lot of steps, but just remember they're helping to keep you and your information safe. If you do it correctly, then it should bring you to the BigIdeas math curriculum. I'm really excited about this new curriculum because you have a lot of helpful things for virtual days of learning. While I would prefer to have you 5 days a week and do a lot of this teaching with math manipulatives and place value blocks together, in the situation we find ourselves, it's great that you now have virtual help. And this is going to walk you step by step through what you're learning. You may wish to look at some of the features here, but right now, I'm just going to draw you into the chapter. So this week, we're working on Chapter 1. And Chapter 1 is only 4 lessons, but after that, we'll be working in other chapters too. Chapter 2 has 5. I believe Chapter 3 has 10 lessons, so they're all going to look a little different. But this page, I want you to be very familiar with. This is the chapter opener page, but it has everything you need. As you scroll up and down, you can see here, you have thinking ahead, vocabulary organization. This is going to be a chance to do a graphic organizer. We have that assigned for Friday. Defining the vocabulary, and here are your vocabulary cards to help you study. And so it's like flashcards from the glossary, but already made for you. Underneath the lessons, you have some great things you need to be aware of. Chapter practice, which we'll be doing next week on Tuesday after the holiday, a performance task, a game you can play, which we have embedded into the lessons before the test as well. Here's SC Ready Prep. So these are different things that the teachers will be assigning you as you work through the math. Now, for the beginning of the chapter, starting on Monday, whether you are in school or at home, everybody is doing the same thing. When you're in school, we might add a game or a fun craft or activity, but everybody is going here to lesson 1-1, and it will start with the warm up. You'll click start. When you finish, and you can turn on the volume here, see this blue arrow? You're going to click that, all right? So you'll go through the warm up, the explore and grow, the think and grow, the show and grow, the apply and grow, okay? And these are all going to be fabulous ways to help make sure you understand place value and how to read these larger numbers when they have extra digits out to the left and how to read it with the comma. And you're going to work through these on Monday. So that's lesson 1. Now, when you get to the homework and practice, we're asking you to do this physically in your book. You've spent a good bit of time learning the math on the computer. Now we want you to take a break. I'm always going to encourage you to take some time away from the computer whenever you can. You might even set a timer because the screens are not the best to have on all day with your brain. So the homework and practice, you're going to go and do that in your physical book. Now, when I say book, remember we tore apart the math book and put chapter 1 pages in your green folder on the day you came to school. And so you'll go to your green folder whenever I say math book, and you'll do the homework and practice there. And then we'll be able to see when you come to school that you've accomplished however many days you've had of the homework and practice away from school. Okay? So when you get to the homework and practice, you're doing that in your book. And those directions are also on Google Classroom in your week of work. Let me know if you need any other help. If for some reason your computer is not working, try shutting down and trying over again. Remember, a proper shutdown is not just closing the Chromebook or pressing the power button. It's clicking on the time. For yours, it looks a little different, and then it'll pop up some options, and one of those looks like a power button where you'll click shut down. Another tip to remember is authenticate. Whenever your computer is giving you trouble, then you're going to go to the GCSD authenticate. Before it's been turned on, it might just be a white rectangle. Eventually, it looks like a blue padlock, and that's going to take you again to the Active Directory logon, and you'll change this to give you some extra hours. You can change it all the way up to 6 if you want to, so that you have plenty of time on the computer where you've verified, yes, I'm a part of Greenville County and I belong here. So again, you'll put in your student login. I've been using Sam's. Thank you, Sam, for being willing to let us use it. And then you'll log in, and that will help with most website glitches. Will there still be times that something glitches? Absolutely. One day Spelling City might work, the next day it might give you trouble. But just keep trying. Take a break when you get frustrated. Take a deep breath. Go do something else. Come back later.